And welcome to the Raw Approach. I am Dr. Woods. We got a good show here waiting on you. I hope everybody's doing well on today. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday evening. Hey, just a little simple housekeeping. Always remember, like and share, share and like. All right? Like and share and like. All right, y'all, we're about to bring on our special guest. We have Master Sergeant Bland in the house on today. I'm going to let Master Sergeant Bland introduce himself and tell you where he's from. And then after that, we're going to roll it, and the show is going to roll on. It's all yours, big dog. How you doing?
Doing well. Thank you for having me.
All right.
As Dr.
Blue
Woods
fire in
said,
the house, blue fire in the house. Go mob. How you living?
go mob.
All right, big dog. Go ahead and introduce yourself and let the people know who you are.
As Dr. Woods said, I'm a Master Sergeant Rheadus Bland. I'm currently stationed here at Fort Campbell, Kentucky. So I live in Clarksville. I was born and raised in a small city in Warren, Ohio. I've served in the military for the last 15 years, so I moved around a lot. I'm very passionate about volunteer service, inspiring others to be their best in all things fitness.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. But let's go into the thing. You say you was from Ohio. Let's discuss your education background. I know you went to the P. We're gonna talk about that in a minute, but go ahead and go into that, and then we're gonna dive into the stuff that you do with the military right now. But let's go ahead and talk about your education, all that type of stuff.
I grew up in Warren, Ohio. Graduated from Warren G. Harding High School. I initially started off going straight to college. Right after I graduated high school. It didn't pan out at that time in my life because I wasn't fully prepared, and I joined the military after 2 years of trying college for the first time. I moved here my first time at Fort Campbell in 2014, and I actually ran into a gentleman as Bam. I ran into him at a car dealership, and I seen his Sigma tags on his desk, and we started talking about the fraternity and those things, and he told me they had a chapter at Austin P, and 6 months later I had enrolled back into college, and I pledged a fraternity at that time as well, and ended up getting my bachelor's degree in finance. So yeah.
That's what's up, man. Yeah. And not to put too much about R.A.W. out there, you wound up completing that whole process by yourself, didn't you, big dog?
I did. I started with one other gentleman with me, but he didn't quite make it. So yeah.
Well, that's what's up. Hey, one thing we know, R.A.W. is not for everybody, baby.
Hey.
You're going to earn them blue and white boots.
Hey, the road is rough.
That's what's up, man. But let's just dive straight on into dealing with the military and exactly what do you do, and then how you get other people involved as a career counselor.
Yeah, so I currently serve as a senior counselor. So I have 5 other subordinate counselors under me. We are the subject matter experts in all things retention for our organization. So our main goal is to try to balance service members' desires with the needs of the organization, and we try to we come up with policy and different incentives and things to entice young service members to make a long-term career out of the military. So it's coaching, counseling, mentoring. We'll have the soldier service members and their families sometimes come in, and we just kind of we kind of help direct them and guide them along their journey in the military. And if they don't decide to stay on long term, we also help provide resources to transition back into the civilian sector. So that's what we primarily try to do as career counselors.
When you have those that are interested into the military, what do you find to be some of their main concerns?
The main concerns is stability for their family, having things like medical care, those facilities that the military provides, having a steady paycheck, family stability is the biggest thing, and just having
Right.
a good support system for their families. That's the biggest motivating factor for most service members.
Okay. And then from that, y'all put them through tests to determine what levels or where they can go within the military, or how does that go? Because I know back in the day, you had to take the ASVAB test and all of
Yeah.
that. Okay.
So recruiting is separate from what we do. So recruiting
Okay.
are the personnel that bring soldiers into the military. For retention, we already have them in the organization. They're already in by the time that we start talking to them.
Okay.
Once a service member's contract is getting ready to end, then they can at that time talk to myself, and then we can renegotiate a new contract. And so we use things like, so say we have a service member that's stationed here at Fort Campbell, and they want to move their family to Hawaii, for example. It will be my job at that time, if the soldier's needs are to go to Hawaii, and there's a need for the Army to place that soldier there, then when we create a contract for that soldier to reenlist, to move them to that location. But they have to agree to serve a certain number of years to continue serving.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what's up. Well, let me ask you this right here. Let me go into this right here. I know that you recently married.
Yep.
And how long has that been?
We just got married on the 4th of July, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, out in Vegas. So yeah.
Good. Yeah. Good. That's a good thing. How's all that going right now so far?
Great so far. Yeah, everything's great. Yeah.
Good stuff. And how you enjoying marriage?
I enjoy it a lot, man. I felt like it was time.
Okay.
Not to put too much of my business out there, but this is my, the second marriage. So
good,
I didn't do it right the first time, and I just, it's time, man. Time to commit, man.
We all live and learn, brother. We all live and learn.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this: from dealing with, just being married, and then you already know about everything that the requirements of the military and everything that goes on with those aspects. What do you do to have a work-life balance?
That's a great question. So work-life balance is something that's hard to master and to figure out, I feel like. And it's one of the things that, especially as a man, being a professional in a professional space, you have all these, goals that you want to hit, and, whether it's chasing success, power, money, whatever it is. I know early in my career, I didn't quite have that part figured out, where I dedicated so much time to just trying to climb the corporate ladder and chase promotion and all these things. And I didn't quite balance the family aspect. I put way too much effort into the job. And that's part of the reason that, I had a lot of success in the military, but I was failing in my relationships, whether it was marriage or my relationships with my parents, my siblings, what have you. Now I just try to be intentional and understand that it ebbs and flows. There are times that I will have to, work longer hours, but I have to communicate that to my wife and to my family. And there are times where I can dial it back and just commit more time to my family. So I don't think that there's a perfect balance every single day, but I think that, as long as you're intentional about things, and you're communicating to your bosses, you're communicating to your family, like, hey, there are going to be times where I have to work a little harder, but I'll make it up to you, during this time. And so
I know for me, one of the things that I've been dealing with this year is understanding and the importance of over communicating.
Okay.
The reason I say that, because sometimes we can have some things that we, you can be communicating with somebody and you think that, I know for me, I think I have an understanding of it. And then when something goes on and they be like, well, that's not what I was meaning. And so that's why the importance of over communicating and rephrasing. And rephrasing is one of the things that I make sure in the professional world is make sure people understand me, get them to rephrase. But a lot of times from the personal world, I do not necessarily do the rephrasing. Something I have started because I know just in the situation last week, I had was in a situation I thought I had it understood, and I'm kind of off. I was kind of off. You know, I accepted it. I apologized for it, and you know, like, it's not happening again. So over communication is something that I'm learning. You know what I'm saying? So it's all good though. It's all good. Yeah. I think we have somebody on. I'm gonna bring Miss Shirley on. Does Miss Shirley know she about to be on stage?
Oh no, that's probably that's my mama, man. She don't know at all. She don't know how to work technology.
Well, we're about to put her on stage. Hey, Miss Shirley. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
All right. What you gonna tell us about Mr. Bland?
I'm a very proud mother.
All right, that's what I'm talking about. Well, we're glad to have you on. You got anything you want to ask or tell us about him, like any story that may be a little embarrassing for him?
No, I'm not going to do that to him.
Oh, come on now.
Okay. I'm going to tell you a story.
Tell me what you got.
I'm going to tell you a story. He was probably 3 years old. We're driving down the road.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I got to tell it. And he's sitting in the back seat, right? And all of a sudden, he pipes up, "Mom, look at that big dog." It was a cow.
Hey, I only knew that dog was bigger than normal.
Needless to say, we went to the county fair and introduced him to farm animals. That's so much.
That's good. I promise I'm not going to tease him about that no more. I'm not going to put that answer today. I appreciate that, Miss Shirley. We're glad to have you on.
Absolutely. I'm sorry about the background noise. I'm actually at a baseball game, but I had to watch this.
We can tell. Which game are you at?
I'm in Ohio. I'm in Warren, Ohio. It's at a Scrappers game. It's a farm league.
Oh, okay. That's what's up.
Yeah.
Well, good to have you. We're gonna keep you on, and we're gonna go from there. I'm gonna finish talking to your son.
Thank you.
All right. Have a great one. All right, big dog. So we done talked about marriage, and let me go. First of all, is there anything you want to ask me before we go into this last piece?
No, I don't have any questions. I will say to her point, I did mention I grew up in a city, so I ain't know nothing about no animals outside.
But you gonna take that heat off you, huh?
Man, she tell that story to everybody.
That's all right. So, man, let's go into this thing that you're really into, man. This CrossFit thing, man. I see a lot of your videos and everything that's going with there. What got you into CrossFit?
So I started CrossFit in 2020, right? Like literally right before the pandemic hit. At that time, the Army was rolling out, transitioning to this new physical fitness test. And so I initially started out to kind of prepare for that. I was trying to find training that would help me get fit for that. I randomly found a CrossFit gym, had dropped in a couple times, and then the pandemic hit and shut everything down.
Right.
And at the time I was in Washington State, so it was like one of the earliest states to lock down, and they locked down everything. We could barely leave the house for like 3 months. And fast forward, I think maybe 9 months after that, I start going through. It was the first time in my life that I actually felt like depression. I didn't know what it was at that time, but it was just like I didn't want to do anything. It was just like it was like almost crippling. And once everything started to open back up, I got back into the gym and I just like fell in love with it, man. That seemed to work for me as far as just like I guess it's not medicine in the form of like a prescription, but it just like it helped me like with my mental, like working out, going and get like being around other people that had similar goals and interests and wanted to push themselves physically. It was just nice to be around those folks, and I just kind of fell in love with it. And then after about 2 years, I got into coaching and realized that the impact that I could have in that space, helping other people achieve the same things that I was doing, And yeah, I'm just extremely passionate about it.
Well, you do understand that. I know for myself, working out is my form of therapy.
Yeah.
And the gym is a form of therapy, because that's why a lot of times you have a lot of people that go to the gym. They're not there for a community involvement or a social meet club. They really there to free their mind, clear themselves, and to be at one with oneself. So, but a lot of times people don't even know that it's a form of therapy. Therapy is about doing what is best for you to open up in order to help you get through situations. And whether it's an actual live body therapy, or whether it's exercise, which is therapy for your body. I mean, man, it's so many different ways to have that release. And until you find that level of release for you, there's no feeling like it when you finally get it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then when like you said, it became something that you never imagined, to the point you fell in love with it.
Yeah.
Now you and when you start falling in love with something, you want to tell somebody else, else about your passion. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's a great thing. So how can people get in contact with you if they need they want you as a coach, or be able to get some CrossFit training? How can they get in contact with you?
So I mean, I'm on all social medias. RT_Bland07 on Instagram. You can find me on Facebook at Rheadus Bland. I currently coach here in Clarksville at R.A.W Fitness off of Tiny Town Road. So one of the cool things about CrossFit is they're called affiliates, and you can Google search them anywhere. So most cities have a CrossFit affiliate. One of the things that I want to do, I grew up in a most of your followers probably can't tell, but I'm biracial. I grew up. My father is black, and I grew up exclusively with his side of the family. And so I grew up in a predominantly black community, went to predominantly black schools. And when I moved away from home, most people see me and they would never know. I look like a white male. And so I go into these CrossFit is a predominantly white space, and I want to I try to sell it to other minorities, because it's a great space. It's a great opportunity to meet other people, and just overall better your health physically, mentally, and spiritually.
Right.
And so that's why I'm so passionate about it, because there are historically white spaces that minorities have struggled to get into, and it's accessible, but we just don't know about it.
I agree.
Right. And so that's my thing. I tell everybody I can. I coach CrossFit. I do CrossFit. I post my videos for the world to see, just to try to encourage and motivate other people.
Well, that's what's up, man. A lot of people ask me, what is some of the things that I want to get done with this platform? And you just nailed it. I want to be able to bring people on that come from different aspects of life, and that can introduce people to things that nobody never even thought about. Right. And I want people to be informed as much as possible about any and everything that's out there, whether it's therapy, whether it's education, whether it's employment, whether it's health, whether, what type of doctor that you need whatever the gamut is, man. I want to be able to inform our people, because a lot of times we are in communities where we don't know because we haven't been informed. And I want to bring as much information, resources, and tools to the people. And on top of that, my goal is I want everybody, it's just like a maintenance man, a mechanic. I want to provide everybody with their own toolbox.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? There's nothing like having your own toolbox, having all the resources, the tools that you need. And when you need, and you got a project, you can go in there and get the tools you need in order to fix. The worst thing to have is almost done with their project. Go in that toolbox and you need that one little bitty socket and you can't find it.
You ain't got
You know
it,
what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, man, I want everybody to create their own toolbox with all this wealth of information. It's good, old people used to say, it's good to have it and you need it, compared to need it and you don't have it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what's up, man. I appreciate that. Now, I didn't even know that you was biracial. You taught me something, and I talk to you all the time.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, Miss Shirley, I see you. Let me bring her back on. I see you, Miss Shirley. But that's what's up, though, man. That's what's up. You have, before we go to our closing remarks, man, do you have anything, again, that you want to ask me? Or if not, I'm going to let you give the audience a closing remark, man. We're going to get up out of here.
No, I just truly appreciate you giving me the opportunity. I was a little nervous to come on. It's the first time I'm doing anything like this, but it's been a great conversation, man. I appreciate you allowing me to share, part of my story. And hopefully, we'll be able to motivate other people, man.
Always, brother. Always, man. Once again, tell the people how they can get in contact with you.
Yeah, I'm on Instagram's RT_Bland07, and then Facebook, just Rheadus Bland. Y'all reach out if y'all need me.
All right, man. Hey, to my audience, I want to thank y'all for joining in with us today with Master Sergeant Rheadus Bland. Y'all know I'm big on names, and I had to check with a couple of times because I was afraid I was going to mess it up and got it right on the first time. But you got it right. I want to thank you all. Remember, always share, like and share. That's how we're going to continue to grow this platform. It's very important that we get the word out. Once again, Fred, go mob to you. Thank you for coming on. Thank you for being with us, and thank you for sharing with the people. And I'm not going to hold you up, y'all. It's like church. Ain't nothing worse than the pastor said we're about to close, and he's still talking. So I'm about to get up.
All right, go mob.
Go mob. Hey, everybody, remember, small victories lead to greater success. I am Dr. Woods, and you have just been hit by the R.A.W. approach. Peace out.